In this episode, we're talking about how I chose the niche in which I work. How I chose the niche within which I work. This question is one of the most interesting questions for me to talk about, because for me, I felt like I just fell in this niche, which of course isn't true, because there is a way how I did it. And the niche I'm working in is actually the niche about my own heritage. You would say I'm Indonesian looking, and for a part I am, because my mother is from Indonesia, but my father is also from Indonesia, but he was born in the Dutch Indies, and he was born there, and he came from a Dutch Indo mother and a Dutch Indo father. Which makes it a bit complicated to understand for a lot of people, but it doesn't mean that they are Indonesians. They are part Indonesians and part European. So this mix, the Indo-Europeans, they're called Indos. So, and everyone after who was born, well, with their fathers in the Dutch Indies, are actually Indo-Europeans. So that makes me an Indo-European as well. My father as a European and my mother as an Indonesian. So, in that way I found my niche, because I always asked myself, I always wondered where I came from. And this became actually my end exam of body of work when I did my studies in 2004, where I got my diploma. I got, how do you say that? I graduated with this work about Indos, a series of 20 people which I photographed here in the Netherlands, and tried to understand and research about what their heritage looked like and what they knew about their heritage, about Indonesia. So I would in return learn more about myself. And this led me to a path that a lot of organizations in the Indo community were interested in my work and working with me as a photographer. Although it wasn't very paid as much in the beginning, it still isn't. Well, it still isn't that way. But I grew as a photographer because I photographed and heard many stories of this Indo-European heritage, and I can actually say that it became a kind of niche for which I'm working for, because I'm getting much more serious now and getting approached by many organizations in the Indo community. Yeah, I think I'm lucky. I'm lucky to have chosen for a niche that is very close to my heart, and that's also the advice I would give to you. Choose a niche where you're very interested in and where you want to are prepared for to work for free for. And if you want, well, I don't say that you have to work for free, but you would. And if you would do it for free, that's a good sign. And because there's always a why you do things, because you like it, and always it helps also to think about why you like the things you do. And if you follow that path, then you will see, or you will feel like you're not working anymore. And eventually, when working for this niche several years, I decided to do something back for the community, and I started publishing and photographing and interviewing people by myself, just to get more out of the projects, and more information to the people, and give them a platform. So I'm very glad to make those choices back then, and it's still a very big part of my career right now. And even my best clients are actually my best friends in this niche. So, and the funny thing is, there are not a lot of people what I'm doing in this niche, and I'm very happy and very grateful to help them out while they are helping me out, and we're all having a good time, you know. So I'm very happy with this question. I'm also happy I did this live this time. Hopefully you can hear me now. For the record, I recorded it as well on my Nikon and will upload it in better quality on my YouTube channel. So hop over there if you want to follow it, and like it if you like this episode. And tomorrow I will see you again. Alright, peace. I'm out.